Okay, we are here in Brussels with Marie and Pierre. You have been here to present two shows, one of Mary Davidson and one of Essaie. Can you please present the two projects shortly?
Sure. Wanna start with Essaie?
Yes, sure. So Essaie is Pierre and Marie. It's the two of us, and we play electronic music with like synthesizers, guitar, and rhythms, vocals. It's like
drum machines,
synths,
sequencers,
yeah,
and electric guitar.
Okay.
With voiceover sometimes. Like half of it is instrumental, half is with voiceover.
Okay.
Spoken or singing.
Spoken word or singing. Okay. And Marie, your own project then?
Mine is similar. It's just that it's solo, and it's mostly voiceover, mainly spoken. And it's this basically same instrumentation but no guitar, so it's only electronic. It's drum machines, and it's mostly analog. So synth oriented with sequencers, drum machines, and a lot of processing, a lot of effects.
So you both come from Canada?
Yes. Well, I come from Canada, Montreal.
Oh yeah.
Pierre lives
is French.
there, but he's...
yes.
It's French.
I'm originally from France, from Brittany, and I live in Montreal since 8 years now.
Can you tell me a bit about your background, Marie? You've been doing a lot of music and poetry, I think?
Yeah, I've been dropped out of school for music when I was 19. So I've been playing for 7 years now. I've been
Did you
classically
study,
trained with violin. I'm a violinist, but I only studied classical violin from 10 to 16. Then I stopped and I went to college and studied drama. I completely stopped playing violin for 2 years. So I'm more self-trained. I consider myself like I have a knowledge of music, but only through violin. I can read music only with violin.
Oh yeah.
I don't have I can't sight sing. I can't play keyboards, reading music. So I consider myself mostly self-trained because I'm not a technical player. I'm more an intuitive player.
And by the way, where does it come from, Essaie? Why did you choose this name?
Well, we had lots of... We had different names in the past for a few gigs, where people was like, okay, what's your name? It's like, oh, I don't know, we didn't find one. And we are both Charles Bukowski fans. So when we discovered that
that's what's written on his grave.
Yeah, his epitaph is
"Don't try."
Don't try, and we find it really wow, this is a great epitaph.
Yeah.
With it's simple, and it's it seems at first sight negative, Essaie pas, don't try, but it's very positive.
It's very, I think, me too.
Yeah.
I see it as very positive.
So yeah.
How do you see the meaning of that he chose?
Don't try means do it.
Don't try, do better.
Yeah. Or not do better, just do it.
Do it, yeah.
Have no fear, just live, do it.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's what he meant by choosing this epitaph.
And that's what I like too, is it's open to interpretation. It's my view of it, it's ours, I think. But
maybe
some some other people, maybe we're wrong, and maybe some other people see other meanings that we don't see.
And one of your songs, Il Faut, is based on...
Yeah, it's based, it's basically a traduction of a French traduction of one of his poems. That means you must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now you're presenting your new album, which is released this week or last week, I think.
Last week in Paris.
By Teenage Menopause Records. Can you give an overview of the content of it?
Sure. It's called Nuit de Noces. It comes from it's a compilation of all material and one new song.
Yeah.
Because we originally released all our first music on self-release tapes. It was limited to 50 copies, sometimes even less, 25.
Collector items.
Yes.
I guess so. It was mostly because we didn't have much money to have like a vinyl or more copies. Because we were nobodies too. So
we would have done more if we had more money, because they all sold out. Except the first one, we have like 10 left, I think.
And there's a new song, Devotion.
Yes.
Which is a little bit different. You're singing on it.
Pierre. Yeah, it's the first time actually I'm singing on the song. Yeah. Yes.
Not the last time, I hope. I like when Pierre sings in Essaie.
Yeah, it's more dark. It's more
noisy in a way.
Yeah, dirty.
But it's dirtier. Yeah. Definitely.
And it makes me think of Deform, the song Bite of God, which is also a little bit about fetishism.
Yeah. And we don't know this song at all.
Yeah,
for us it was more inspired by the no-wave band called Essaie.
The sound, like the beat and the sequence.
Yeah. And yeah, I like the constant tension that you find in the music. And yeah, it's kind of dark and sexy, and I think this is what we try to do with this song as well.
There's a question I wanted to ask you. What bands and artists do you like, or which bands and artists you feel close to?
I have a lot of different artists that inspire me or that I listen to, but I'd say at home I listen mostly to ambient music or contemporary music, like Klaus Schulze as like ambient or crowd. I listen to
crowd.
Yeah, I think crowd music has been a big influence on both of us.
And also contemporary music. I love Italian composers like Essaie, Luigi Nono, Ligeti, or French. I love a lot Ravel, Debussy, Messiaen, or Americans like Terry Riley. But outside of that, I mean, we listen to so much music, techno music, industrial music. Area.
Yes, and most of even library music, soundtracks, techno.
Your music has a lot of cinematic aspects.
Yes.
I think you think a lot about soundtracks.
We're influenced by soundtrack music.
You think about Carpenter. You think
yes,
about
I love John Carpenter.
You know the song, the track Assault on Precinct?
Yes. Yeah,
75.
That's a really good one. That's a really good movie.
Crazy, 75.
Really good soundtrack.
I think you can maybe hear that in the last track that we did, like the Monthly Cure Part 2.
Yeah, which is not on the album, but is available on the internet. It's much influenced by soundtrack sequence, like one sequence.
Italo disco, Carpenter.
Yeah, new disco.
We listen to a lot of Italo disco also. Oh yeah, not that much. Maraudeur, yeah. I'm mostly influenced by Maraudeur for sure, or not influenced, just a fan. I love.
And I think your project with David Christian.
Yeah, that was much influenced.
It's very much into new disco.
Was really much influenced by Giorgio Moroder and also Carpenter.
And there's a sort of revival also of this kind of music right now. They're rediscovering the old stuff from
But
the 70s.
With DKMD we were also influenced by Giallo music.
By?
Giallo music, like soundtrack from Italian horror film from the late 70s, like early 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's talk a bit about your solo project, Marie Davidson. And you will release a new album.
Yes.
On Weyrd Records.
Yes, in February.
In February next year. Yes. What is the title of it?
Perte d'identité.
Okay.
Which means loss of identity.
And it will include your new song.
Yeah, it will include
the one that you've already released.
New songs.
No, but I mean the one you've just released, Je ne t'aime pas.
Je ne t'aime pas, and also Abduction, and 4 other new songs.
Shaky Legs.
Shaky Leg, and also a remix by my friends The Mole from Berlin and Cristobal Urbina from Montreal.
And after this new album, you're already working on the next one.
I'm already working on the 3rd album, which is half done.
Is it the same direction musically and
Yes. Pushing things in a little direction, a little different direction, but it's yeah.
It's still gonna be Marie Davidson.
It's Marie Davidson, yeah. So it's sequence, drum patterns, vocals, mostly spoken, stories.
But I think it's gonna be like longer pieces too.
Yeah.
Maybe more a little bit like deeper.
More crowd.
Like, no, not crowd.
No, I mean in the length, long pieces that take time to develop.
Stuff you can like
stories, long stories, so long pieces.
Yeah, crowded more maybe some tracks like as Tangerine Dream or Cloud Shoes in a way. Yes, a bit, maybe.
Not really. It's more like fake. I'd say it's like fake soundtrack with voiceover telling a story.
Okay.
That's how I would describe it.
Talking about the stories, where do you find your inspiration for your poetry?
My life. All that comes from Marie Davidson. All that is in Marie Davidson comes from things I've experimented or dreamed of, but then it's magnified or fantasized. It's not true. It's just inspired by things that happened to me, but then it's...
You transform it.
Yeah, it's theater. It's stories. It's fantasies.
Okay, well, looking forward to listen to your new stuff, and thank you very much for the interview.